All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you find yourself. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so we are currently looking at the dollar index, and let's put this on the weekly chart over here. So we are kind of rejecting off from this fair value gap with this down candle. So I'm actually expecting them to go above this high with a bit of energy. So this is basically price retracing, and then we're resuming going up. But as it stands, I don't like the kind of energy that price is coming up with. It's too quote unquote too static. It's not energetic, as in big up candles. It just goes up, down. So to me, it's missing something, right? So watch the London session impulse leg. If we lose it, I think we'll be coming down. Okay, so right now I think emphasis is on the London fair value gap over here for a continuation to the upside with this down candle. So you're looking at this low to this high as the range, and you're expecting price to respect that and continue going up. If we lose that, since this New York session gap has already been used, chances are they're gonna go all the way down because there's nothing in here, and then they might come back to this one, which is all over here. And potentially even the equal low. So let me take away that. Let me take away this and keep this one. So that's what price is currently doing, as using these New York gap and London gap for continuation. So this New York session, I'm expecting them to use that to continue going up. If we don't, then we're going to be going lower. Okay, so that will give you the same narrative opposite on Euro. So Euro, we are expecting them to basically go down, respect this up candle, and then continue going down. Hence, I think yesterday we spoke about price likely gonna continue going down, and in New York session it created a nice fair value gap with an order block, and this morning it did play out nicely during the London session right here with a sell, and then it attacked this low beautifully. That one is what I was expecting them to go for, that, but they've engineered equal low. So I'm expecting this New York session to again bring price down and here. Okay, all right, so that is my expectation for continuation to the downside. Again, if we go above this up candle, that will change the narrative for me. Hence, once we go above this, I'll have to sit and wait for more information going forward. Okay, so if we go above it, then I go to be in neutral and wait for more information. British pound, I think I like that one. We're supposed to come for that previous week low. Last week we took out this high, rejected. This week we're going down. On the H4, I like the fact that we've closed below this, so that gives us a nice safety area to keep our stop loss and then attack that previous week low. Okay, so that's what basically is happening now. It can pull back into that last up candle. It can trade just here and then continue going down. I prefer it does where we are and then continue going down, because we have a 1 hour this 1 hour up candle that happened in London. So I don't like to see, or I don't want to see them go above it and then continue going down to attack the previous week low. If anything goes up, it's just manipulation. Maybe it can come all the way up to this candle, this candle's high, which is right here. That's how deep it can go to, that candle's high, and still be valid to go down. But I wouldn't want to see that. Okay, I wouldn't want to see that. I want just price to stay exactly where we are and then go down. So this New York session, watch the dollar index with watch the dollar session with what I've given. We're supposed to just trade into the gap and then go up. Based on the weekly, we're supposed to scream like big candle, trade above previous week high, and then start making its way towards this high again. All right, ultimately I think this high might be the next target, 101. Okay, so that's that. Moving on to Euro Pound. Euro Pound, same thing. I think we formed the low of the week, and then price is rejecting. It's doing that nicely on the day. Let's go to the daily. So if you look on the daily, right, this is a gap. Order flow is bullish. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe a close today will give us a nice trade idea tomorrow. So let's see if today is gonna close bullish. If we do, then tomorrow we can get a nice long to go and attack the previous week high. If we don't, then we stay put again. Okay, so no trade yet. Let me go to the H4. Okay, we don't have any trade yet. This morning we did move aggressively, but that couldn't sustain. Now the whole idea is on the daily. The daily closing is key. So if we can get the daily to close, then we'll be interested in going long. If we don't get one, then we don't do anything. Okay, so that is that for the Euro Pound. Let's look at gold. I think gold, we've already done the narrative. The movement is on its way. Spoke about that yesterday. This immediate close candle, and then this morning we also had one with this immediate close candle, pulled back, and then now I would like to see it continue going up, because we've already taken out previous week low. So this is also going to be a continuation to the upside. All right, so gold, I'm looking for continuation to the upside. I would like to see today close above yesterday. That will give me more confidence to go long. If we don't get that, then there's a problem. Now if you look at yesterday's high, we are already above, so we don't want to see price come below it again. Okay, so if we stay above close, then tomorrow that will be the best day to look for the long, because this will be confirmed as the low of the week. This has confirmed we've switched, and then tomorrow buying long. So today you can go long if you want, but it's not high probability. If you are not already in, definitely don't look for a trade yet, because price has already gone up, possibly pulling back to London order block, then going up. That would be your signal for a trade idea. So if you want to buy this New York session, your stop loss can go below the London and then expect expansion to the upside. Okay, don't buy where we are. Just wait patiently. Let them trade a little bit lower into the London order block. You can also wait for a confirmation. How does that look like? You're gonna drop down to the 15 or 5 minutes. Let price pivot, form something like this. Okay, and then once we form a low, then you look for the long for continuation to the upside. Crude oil, I have no idea what this pair wants to do, because yesterday I was convinced we're gonna go up here, and then this morning we've just rejected everything. I was even looking for a trade to go long with this, but it didn't give me what I was looking for. I was watching this H4 candle to see if we're gonna get a rejection, and with that rejection I would have looked for a potential buy on the M15, but that didn't happen. So again, I've moved to the sidelines, just watching and observing what it's going to do. So I'm on the sidelines on the crude oil, because like I said, I see price coming up here. Okay, regardless of what that is doing here, I still see it coming up here. From the weekly perspective, we took out this low. That should have been 8 for us to go up. Then we came back down and took out that one. So that should be it. At least we're supposed to be going for a previous week high since 2 weeks ago. So this one, after that rejection, we're supposed to go and take out that. Then we came here. With that rejection, we're supposed to come up here. Sorry, up there. With this rejection, we're supposed to come up here. And then we closed. It didn't do that. So this week, I was expecting them to come up here. That is why yesterday, I was saying what I was saying. That price is likely going to take out this high. Okay, with yesterday's price movement. But this is what's happening. So I don't know. Let's see. Maybe it's going to reject this New York section and then go up there. Who knows? We'll find out. Now on the 1 hour, watch it. If you see maybe something like this, if you see a candle form like that, then maybe you can look for that to happen. Or they might come one more time for these lows, which if they do, you're gonna watch for an immediate rejection, because on the weekly that would have given you 1, 2, 3, 4 runs on lows. That doesn't really happen much, because that's crazy. It doesn't really happen much. So if you see that, then that would be like this, right? See this one? That is 1. That is 2. And then if they should go for another one, which I think it didn't, right, then it should reject immediately and go for a high. Okay, because once we take out a low, price needs to take out a high. So I'm surprised that it's not taking out a high yet. So just stay put, wait for New York session. In the next maybe 40 minutes, we're gonna start New York session. Okay, ES, not sure. I think I've already given the narrative. They might come for this low on the monthly time frame. They might come for this low, dip into this gap, and then reject and go higher. From what I'm seeing, probably that's what they like to do, because where we are now, there's nothing. If I go to the weekly, there's nothing in here. If I go to the daily, there's nothing in here apart from these lows, which is a monthly low. So we might be dropping again one more time. I'll only change my bias because this is a swing low. If we go and close above I only change my bias if we go and close above this candle's high today. Okay, so that is the only thing that will change my bias. If we go and close above this high today, then that will switch my bias. Until then, I'm looking at potentially price coming for this low. All right, and then I'll expect them to reject and come and run this equal high as quick as possible. Okay, so all eyes on New York session today. Let's see what they are going to do. Okay. All right, let's switch to dollar CAD and its friends. Dollar yen, we are going up. Let's go to the daily. I think this one has been really crazy. The next upside objective is 156.73. We are going to that fair value gap up there, so buying it's allowed. Dollar Swiss, this New York session, watch the New York session, the London session gap. Yeah, watch the London session gap for continuation to the upside. Australian dollar, I'm looking for continuation to the downside. I think since last week that's what we've been looking for, so nothing has really changed. Dollar CAD, that one is still bullish from the daily perspective. We've only come back down to run the low again into this fair value gap. Now I'm watching to see, do we break the the New York session or movement that happened yesterday? Because if we do, that's when I'll look for reasons to go long. I'm not quite sure, but we don't actually have like a high impact news on CAD today. Okay, we don't have any high impact news on CAD, so we have to rely on the normal price action. Hence, probably leave dollar CAD alone for now. Focus on dollar yen and dollar Swiss. And let's go over to cryptos. Bitcoin, I think we've traded to our level, so now it's just a matter of patience. Let's see when it's going to reverse. So far I've not seen anything yet, and yes, so patient. We've pulled back into discount now, so the rest is just sit down, relax, let price show you what it wants to do before you engage. I've not seen what I need to see yet, so I'm watching. That's what you need to do. Same thing with Ethereum. Nothing really has changed. Sit tight, wait, let price show us what it wants to do. I think yesterday some people thought it was gonna go up, came right back down again, because that's what it's supposed to do. Solana, same thing. I think we're gonna come for this low. Definitely, this comes in at 126.60, if I'm right. Yes, 126.03. That's the level. Price is gonna go for that. Okay, so look for continuation. XRP, be on the sidelines, don't touch it, because this one is weird. Hype, I think we already spoke about it. We are gonna come down. We have a nice auto block here, so lower prices. Previous week low, immediate target. then this one, then these ones. Okay, so hype, lower prices, and then Chasky, nothing. We've not even blinked since we went down there. Prices now, I don't know, slowed down. Okay, and then AI16, it's trading still. Not that one. There it is, right? We are still moving lower. This low, like I said, we're gonna take it, and then we'll see what's gonna happen. Okay, so that comes in at 0.017, and then we'll see what price will do after that. So, but most is hinged on Bitcoin. What Bitcoin does is going to determine what they are all going to do. So whilst Bitcoin is at discount and we are waiting for a reversal to happen, that same thing applies to all the other cryptocurrencies. We're waiting for something, a miracle, someone with lots of money to come and buy it. Okay, so wait, let them come in, and then you can ride their tail. Okay, so let's go back, look at dollar index. I think it got very close to that gap and it's rejecting. Nothing really fancy, so that's what you want to watch. Keep an eye on it. Mostly I like this one. Okay, I like that one and the dollar yen for continuation. Okay, so that is me done for today. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you same time tomorrow for another session. Until then, enjoy your day, and I'll see you soon.